Wrapping up practice number 5 today at the Hawks Championship Center. Jake Sorensen, Jake Bachhoven. Today was an offense day for the media. We talked afterwards, but we were able to watch practice today, Bach. And I'll tell you this: the first thing I noticed of anything was the fact that when they did scrimmage of any sort, it was on the far field. So we asked about the whole Bob Diaco effect of trying to hide things from the media, hide things from opposing coaches. Well, in past years, if you have open practice, you'll see that on the field nearby. When they did scrimmage, it was on the far field with everybody lined up, so it was very hard to see anything that happened today in actual practice. Yeah, frustrating.
It's fun. I mean, it is what it is. It's open practice, but not too open. I mean,
open.
And they had the players on the sideline kind of guarding the view, even if you were looking at the far field. So, I mean, it was kind of tough to see things a little bit there, but still able to get a few things, see some people highlight. And I thought Eric Lee looked really good today, and obviously that's a position that you're interested in.
Sure.
So, I think he's coming along well, and but like you said, I mean, it's kind of tough to exactly get too much out of today's practice.
Yeah, tough to see anything with the quarterbacks. Running backs were a big talk with Danny Langsdorff. Didn't get a chance to hear from him, but people were saying that basically he was saying that he was happy with the backs, and Trey Bryant had a good day today, and other guys performed well. So Gerald Foster spoke after practice, also Cole Conrad, and they were both very complimentary of the running back so far, saying that they, maybe they might not be the guys you talk about the most, but they certainly have done well so far in fall camp. Anything else you took away? You talked to DeMornay Pierce now for quite some time. Anything you learned from him at all?
Well, it was kind of a receiver's day for me because I talked to Keith Williams and DeMornay, and a lot of talk obviously about Tyjon Lindsey, and I think both guys kind of hinted at he's kind of swimming in it, but he looks the part, and it's coming along well as too. And apparently DeMornay personnel calls him Slim Jim, and he doesn't know where that came from. So kind of a fun side story there. But also for DeMornay and for Tyjon, their body types you think as slot type of guys. And Keith Williams said, in this offense, look at it, looking back at Brandon Cooks, James Rogers, some other guys, those smaller guys in a pro-style offense, it's not so stereotypical, and they can be on the outside.
Yeah, it's tough to get a full gist of what happened today with the scrimmage being so far away. But other guys, Stanley Morgan said he was really the Wisconsin game last year really bummed him out, dropping the catch in the fourth quarter. But it was, I guess, overtime. He was really bummed about that, and he's trying to get better and improve. And Keith Williams was asked actually about marijuana with receivers as well, and he said, if they say no mayonnaise, you better not put mustard or something like that. It was to the extent of you're saying basically don't do it. If the NCAA says don't do it, then don't do it. So I wasn't exactly happy with that. But any last thoughts at all from practice today, Bach? Again, Saturday back at practice, won't be able to watch it. We'll have post reaction from Mike Riley. I believe we'll speak on Saturday. But anything else today from what you saw at practice?
Not really. I think also be able to talk to Reggie Davis and talking about those running backs. And I think he said McHale and Bryant both kind of seeming to be the receiving backs at this point. That's kind of something we kind of figured. And then Jalen Bradley still on that evaluation period. Is he going to redshirt? Is he not? But he's kind of surprising when you look out there at him. When you get to see all the freshmen come in these first couple days. He's bigger than McHale and Trey Bryant, so I think he might have a shot at it. One
last thing, Tyjon Lindsey did look impressive today. Did drop a punt on a punt drill, but overall I was playing with a lot of the ones most of the time. Keith Williams says right now there are no ones and twos. A lot of guys getting similar reps, but he did play a lot with the ones. So again, exciting young freshman there. Pumped to see how he does this year. But that'll do it for practice number 5. We'll be back Saturday with Mike Riley recap. Stay tuned for the rest of the shows today for more recap on the day.